All right, well, I'm going to start with the fork seals. First thing I gotta do is release this cap for the Schrader valve, and then if it'll come off, I need to relieve any pressure that's in there, so I'll grab a screwdriver and see if anything comes out of there. Oh, let's check that thing out here. Oh. Yep, just a little bit of air in there. The same thing the other side. I'm going to start with this side first. I'm already missing a bolt here for this triple clamp, so I should probably replace that as well. That's got to come out. These got to come out. And then I have to remove the axle and put this thing on jack stands. So let's get to that. Alright, so I have these things open and a bunch of water poured out first, and I cut it off, but now I've got some water and some sludge, so looks like I'll let that drain out of there till it's completely out, and then maybe I'll rinse it a little bit too. That's pretty gross. This one was completely dry. Nothing came out of this one at all. So I have the cap off just in case something wants to come out, but once they're done dripping, I'll come up here to the clamps. I'll loosen these clamps, and I'll pull this shock out of here, and then I'll try to compress air on these Schrader valves up here and blow this seal out of here and replace it. So I'll get to that. Alright, got the fork removed. I'm gonna take that seal out of there. There's a lock ring in there, so I'm gonna pry that lock ring out, and then I'm gonna try to use this Schrader valve to blow that seal out of there. So we'll see. Alright, so I pumped it up with air pressure and started leaking out of the seal. So super not effective. Let's see if I can get this on camera, how wore out this thing is. Right here. Just grabbed it with a screwdriver right here, and I just pried up against it and it started moving. And it's almost out of there. So I'm gonna keep working on it. Let's see if I can get it on camera though. Yep, there it is. And I can get underneath it right here and get it out. So I'm gonna do that off camera, keep working it out, and then I'll slide that thing off and I'll show you what's in there. All right, well I ended up using compressed air. I'll try to get it on the next shock that I have there. And this was the dust cover. This is my seal. Here's my washer. And here's my guide. There's a bunch of oil in there, so yeah, I'll try to take that stuff apart, dump it in my bin, clean it up, and try to put in my new seal. Well, that was a pain in the rear. But yep. I got those seals out and I can replace them with those. I just got to go get a measuring cup tomorrow to go fill up the forks. All right, well, I got all the seals out and the gross fluid that was mostly water and I don't know, look like metal chunks out of the forks. I got a cup. It's a paint cup. It has milliliters and ounces. These forks take 16.9 ounces, so I'll do a little bit more than 16 on the cup. And then to drive the seals in, I got a piece of 2-inch PVC pipe that's 2 foot long, so that'll help me drive them in to the seals over there. So let's get started. So my 2-inch PVC pipe worked pretty well. It just was the outside diameter. So I had this piece right here from a power steering removal tool, and it fit perfectly in there. So then I moved that PVC pipe around and made sure that thing was seated all the way down in there. I'm gonna clean off that seal and I'm gonna put the top seal on. All right, I'm going to mount this and then fill it up and make sure it's not leaking out of the bottom. And I suspect that maybe the bolt on the bottom is leaking, so I'm going to set this in here and get it prepped, ready to pour in there with the drip pans. Make sure it's not leaking. Alright, now I'll sit and I'll wait for leaks. Way better than it was before. Alright, hopefully it doesn't leak. Okay, so I got both forks installed and I filled them up and I tightened my caps. Just put my dust covers on, make sure they're at the right length. Seize everything down. I'm going to put the tire on and snug it up to make sure my forks are straight, and then I'll go back and I'll tighten up the clamps for the forks. So I'm gonna do that now. All right, well, that concludes my video there. I'm gonna keep it propped up and I'm gonna keep a pan underneath it just to make sure that it's not leaking. But yeah, we conquered those fork seals. I'm gonna tighten these forks now that I have the axle tightened, and that's pretty much it. Again, that concludes my video. Thanks for watching.